The Batman reviews are in, and they're pretty much all fantastic, which is great news because this is one of my most anticipated movies, not just of 2022, but of all of the superhero movies coming up within the next handful of years. This is one of my most anticipated movies, so I'm really excited, and I'm really glad that the reviews are very, very good. Now, I've read and watched probably between 30 to 40 different reviews at this point, and they're all kind of telling, and they actually all kind of say very similar things, which I consider to be a good thing. Now, a lot of respectable people that I personally know or have watched for a pretty long time are all saying really good things, and that to me is the biggest telltale because I actually respect these people's opinions. Now, Greg and John over at the Real Rejects, they love the movie. Chris Stuckman said that the movie was fantastic, and Jeremy Johns said that the movie was fantastic as well, and he did have some things to say, however, about Robert Pattinson's Batman, which we will talk about in this video. Now, one of the biggest things that I've actually taken away from all of these reviews is that this movie is a true Gotham movie. It really captures what Gotham is really about. It's dirty, it's corrupt, and it's kind of a piece of trash, and it looks like this movie is really going to show you that. And I'm really excited to see that because I feel like that hasn't really been captured in any of the recent movies that we've gotten for Batman, or maybe even any of the movies. Now, everybody has just been praising like crazy the supporting cast members. Apparently, they are all fantastic and perfect for their roles that they were cast for. So, we don't really need to spend much time talking about that because everybody has pretty much said the same thing. They're fantastic. Zoe Kravitz is fantastic. Andy Serkis, fantastic. Everybody's pretty amazing. Colin Farrell, everybody's great. So there you go, which that's nice because that really can make or break a movie sometimes. Now, another thing that everybody says is that it's a pretty dark movie, but that's what Matt Reeves set out to make, kind of a darker movie. And a lot of people have really praised the storytelling that Matt Reeves has done in this movie, that the story is fantastic, and it's 3 hours long, so you would really hope that the story is fantastic. And now, of course, we have to get to Robert Pattinson. Now, I think there's going to be a division amongst people in the fandom on what they think about him, and I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't really give my 2 cents on him. Right off the bat, I thought he was a great choice for a more darker Batman. Now, one of the really cool things is that everybody has stated pretty much that Robert Pattinson is Batman in the film for pretty much 95% of the time. So we're not getting too much of Bruce Wayne here, probably about 5%, as some people are saying, Bruce Wayne in the movie, which is fine by me. I know Bruce Wayne is a part of Batman, he is Batman, but to me they've always been 2 different characters. Now, I've heard a lot of people praising his acting, but I heard a lot of people actually say that he's pretty emo in this movie. Now, remember, this is Batman year 2. It's his second year of Batman, and he's still kind of fighting with his emotions, and I'm very okay with him being kind of emo. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being brooding, I believe is a word that I've heard used a lot, grungy, and I'm okay with that, because that's kind of what I want my Batman to be like, almost. It seems like, based off of what everybody is saying, Robert Pattinson's performance and the performance of the entire cast and the feel of the movie is actually very grunge. And I'm here for that because to me, that's a real Batman. Like if Batman really did exist in real life, I feel like that's how he would be. Now, some people said that he doesn't really feel like a Bruce Wayne. Now, also, people only said that you only see Bruce Wayne about 5% of the time, but he's kind of an emo Bruce Wayne as well, which some people might take wrong. Some people might say, well, Bruce Wayne, that side of the Batman, he's supposed to be, he's a billionaire, he's charming, he's, cunning, and that's not really what's portrayed in this film, but I'm taking it for what it is, and I haven't seen it yet again, and hopefully people have an open mind going into that, because there's nothing that says that he cannot become that person later on down the road once he kind of figures out who he is, once he kind of embraces Batman maybe a little bit more, and then embraces that he has to have this other side, if anything, to keep people from guessing that Bruce Wayne is Batman. So literally almost everything about this movie is being praised. The story, the score, by the way, has been said to just be fantastic, and from what I've heard in the trailer, it's going to be pretty fantastic. The supporting cast apparently is just phenomenal, and a lot of people have said that Robert Pattinson does an excellent job, but some people have said that he doesn't necessarily portray Bruce Wayne in a way that they're used to. Not even saying that he does it in a really bad way, but just that it's not the Bruce Wayne that they are used to seeing. So as of right now, everything is really positive about the Batman. So let me know what you think. Does this make you more excited to see the Batman? And what are your thoughts and expectations going into the film? I see it this week, and of course, I will give you my review once I see it to let you know what I thought of it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you are new for more movie news and reviews. As always, I'm Warren, and thanks so much for stopping by the channel.